Okay, so we're given f of x, and we want to find f to the minus 1 of 2, which means we need to first find the inverse function of f of x, and then pass 2 to that function. So there's some rules that we must follow in finding the inverse function. First of all, we want to make sure that we switch f of x and y. So where I have f of x is equal to 1 plus 3x divided by x minus 1, I'm now going to have y is equal to 1 plus 3x divided by x minus 1. Step 2 is going to be to switch y and x. So wherever I see y, I'll put x. Wherever I see x, I'll put y. So x then is equal to 1 plus 3y divided by y minus 1. Wherever I saw x, I put y. Wherever I saw y, I'll put x. Step 3 then is to solve for y. So what I'm going to do first of all is I am going to get rid of this denominator by multiplying both sides by y minus 1. So I have on the left side x, y minus 1 is equal to 1 plus 3y. Now I'm going to multiply through with the x. So I have y minus x is equal to 1 plus 3y. Now I'm going to take this 3y on the left-hand side. So I have my y's on one side of the equation. So I have xy minus 3y. This is minus because over here on the right side it was plus. When we transpose across the equal sign, the sign changes. So now this is 1 plus x. Similarly, the x that was on the left-hand side is now taken over to the right-hand side. But it was negative on the left-hand side, so on the right it becomes positive. So now I'm going to factor out a y from the left-hand side, and I have y x minus 3 is equal to 1 plus x, which is the same as x plus 1. And so then y is equal to x plus 1 divided by x minus 3, which means now that I've found y, my last step is just to replace the y with f to the minus 1. So f to the minus 1 of x is equal to x plus 1 divided by x minus 3. Now I have the inverse function. Now I can substitute 2 wherever I see x in that. So 2 plus 1 divided by 2 minus 3. This becomes 3 divided by negative 1. And so f minus 1 is equal to negative 3. Okay? Now, let's go over those steps that we went through here. The first step was we're going to replace f of x with y. Our second step was we're going to swap x and y in the equation. And that's what we did right here. So we had y is equal to 1 plus 3x divided by x minus 1. And then we swapped y and x. So wherever I saw y, I put x. Okay? And my third step, if you recall, was to solve for y. In other words, you want to make y the subject of the equation. So we end up with something like this. Y is equal to. Okay? And our last step was just to replace y in our solution with f to the minus 1 of x, which is just a formality. Okay? Hope this video was helpful. Like, share, and comment below.